3 years ago, I moved into a new apartment. It took me 4 trips to haul everything over. 4 full carloads. I stood in the middle of the living room, boxes stacked around me, and waited to feel relief, or excitement, or at least some version of starting over. What I felt was heavy. Not tired, heavy. I had just spent an entire day carefully moving every single thing that was weighing me down from one address to another. It was the day I started learning how Japanese people actually build a calm home. My name is Henry, and what I discovered changed how I see every single room I walk into. Today, 15 things Japanese people refuse to keep at home. Things most Americans still have in the kitchen, the closet, right beside their bed. Stay with me through all 15. Because at the end, I'm giving you a 2-step Japanese home reset test. Under 5 minutes, that tells you exactly what to remove first. And number 7, it's probably within arm's reach of you right now, and it's been quietly spiking your stress levels all day without you knowing. Number 11 is the one I held on to 4 years longer than I should have. I'll tell you why when we get there. Let's begin. These first 4 are the quiet ones. You don't notice them doing anything, but they're there every single day, slowly draining the energy out of your home before you've even had coffee. Number 1, cracked or chipped dishes. I had a mug, chipped handle, 1 small crack running down the side. Used it every morning for 2 years. Told myself it still worked fine, and it did. But here's what I didn't realize until I finally threw it away. Every single morning, before I'd said a single word, before I'd made a single decision, I was starting my day by drinking out of something broken. In Japan, there's a philosophy called Wabi-sabi, finding peace in things that are simple, whole, and natural, not perfect, but whole. A cracked dish breaks that flow. And there's something deeper here. Every time you eat off something broken, you're sending your own mind a quiet signal. I accept broken, I settle for less than whole. That's how I start my day. You deserve better than that at your own table. If it's cracked, it has done its job. Replace it not as waste, but as respect for yourself. Number 2, expired spices and forgotten condiments. Go to your pantry right now. Actually open it. Pull out every spice jar and look at the date. I promise you'll find something from 3 years ago. A sauce you bought for one recipe and never touched again. A condiment in the fridge door you forgot existed. In Japan, the kitchen is the room where you prepare your energy, your actual life fuel. Stagnant, expired things in that room create stagnant, heavy air in the one place where you should feel most alive. Pause this video and open your spice cabinet. Pull out anything you haven't touched in the last year. I'll wait. Welcome back. How many did you find? Drop the number in the comments. Mine was 11. 11 jars of quietly expiring nothing. Fresh in, old out. Your kitchen should feel alive. Number 3, empty luxury shopping bags and boxes. Be honest, you've got them. The Nordstrom bag with the rope handles. The Apple box. Designer packaging that looked too good to throw away, so you kept it just in case you needed to gift something nice later. Here's what those bags actually are. They're trophies to a moment that ended the second you walked out of the store. You're keeping a shrine to a purchase that's already over. The bag did its job. You carried something beautiful home. That's where the story ends. You don't need the cardboard to remember it happened. Number 4, clothes that don't fit your body right now. I kept a pair of jeans for 3 years, 2 sizes too small. Every single morning, I opened that closet, there they were, staring at me. And every single morning, before I'd even brushed my teeth, I started the day with a quiet reminder that I wasn't good enough yet. It's not motivation. That's a small wound you reopen every morning. In Japan, there's a practice called Danshari, letting go, with intention and honor. And the idea isn't about giving up hope. It's about this. You cannot dress the person you want to become while you're disrespecting the person you actually are. Release the clothes that don't fit. Not because you've given up, but because you deserve a morning that doesn't begin with shame. Dress the person you are today with respect, with kindness. The goal isn't a smaller closet. it's a lighter morning. Now, I told you at the start that there's something within arm's reach of you right now that's been spiking your cortisol all day. We're almost there. But first, 2 more items that are doing something even quieter and meaner. These next 4 live in the background. Each one is a tiny stress hit. You don't feel any single one. But multiply tiny by all day, every day, that's about. For years, and you start to understand why you feel drained without ever knowing why. Number 5, free samples in hotel toiletries. Open your bathroom drawer. There they are. Tiny shampoo bottles from a hotel 3 stays ago. Makeup samples you never opened. Perfume vials from a magazine insert. You're saving them, but you never actually use them, do you? Here's what's really in that drawer. Versions you've been postponing. Every single tiny item is an "I'll deal with this later." And when you have 30 of them, you're carrying 30 unresolved little choices every time you reach for your toothbrush. This is where decision fatigue starts. Not at work, not in traffic. In a bathroom drawer full of things you never actually chose. Open that bathroom drawer right now. Every sample you haven't touched in 30 days, toss it. This weekend, while this video plays. Number 6, half-dead houseplants. You know the one. Brown edges, drooping leaves, the slow spiral you've been watching for weeks, watering it just enough to keep it technically alive, out of guilt. You brought it home to feel alive. Now it sits in the corner losing leaves, and you walk past it 12 times a day, pretending not to notice. Buying plant isn't decor. It's a daily argument you're having with yourself about giving up. And here's something worth sitting with. We mirror our environments. If the thing you chose to bring life into your home is visibly dying, what does that tell your brain quietly every single day about your own capacity to nurture? Revive it properly, actually commit to it, or release it with genuine thanks for what it gave you. Either one is better than the slow guilt of keeping decay in your living room. Number 7, unsorted paperwork and appliance manuals. Here it is, the one I promised you. Look around. Is that pile within arm's reach? On the counter, the desk, the kitchen table? Yeah, I thought so. Here's the science of why this one matters so much. In 1927, a psychologist named Zygonic discovered something that changed how we understand the human brain. Incomplete tasks don't just sit there. They loop. Your brain keeps returning to unfinished business, interrupting your focus, your rest, your sleep, until those tasks are finally closed. That pile of paper is not just clutter. It's a Zygonic loop your brain cannot close. Every time your eyes pass over it, and they do dozens of times a day, your brain takes a small hit of stress. It reads that pile as unfinished, undone, still waiting on you. And those appliance manuals? Every single one is available online in under 30 seconds. You are storing anxiety in paper form. Touch each paper once. Handle it, file it, or lose it. Close the loop. Pile has been quietly draining you for longer than you realize. Number 8, clutter on the entryway floor. In Japan, the entryway is called the Genkan, and it's treated as a sacred threshold, with a precise line between the outside world and your home. Nothing stays on the floor. This isn't just cultural. There's a real psychological reason. Your entryway is the first thing your brain processes when you come home. If it's chaos, shoes piled up, Amazon boxes, bags dropped, wherever, your brain never actually arrives home. It stays in low-level survival mode. The same stress from the commute, from the workday, from everything out there follows you through the door. But walk into a clear open entry, and something in you exhales. Tonight, not this weekend. Tonight, clear your entryway floor. Every shoe in a rack, every box dealt with. Give yourself an actual doorway to come home to. Now we go deeper. These next 4 aren't just about physical space. They occupy emotional and mental real estate, the kind you can't see on a floor plan but feel in your chest every single day. And number 11 is the one I was least ready to talk about. 4 years longer than I should have. I meant that. Number 9, the tangled drawer of cables and wires. Everyone has it. One drawer somewhere, a nest of black cords and chargers and cables. half of them for devices you don't even own anymore. One that might be a phone charger. You're not sure. From when? Psychologists describe something called cognitive load, the amount of mental bandwidth your brain uses just to process your environment. A tangle of unidentifiable objects forces your brain to run a constant background scan every time you open that drawer. What is this? Do I need it? What does it belong to? It never resolves. It just keeps running. You are paying mental rent on every cable you have never touched. Keep the cords you actually use labeled and neat. Toss the rest. You can replace any cable for a few dollars. The mental static it's been generating, and you've been paying that for free every single day for years. Number 10. Souvenirs you don't actually like. There's something on your shelf right now that you didn't choose. Someone else chose it, brought it back from a trip, handed it to you with a smile. You don't love it. You might not even like it, but guilt keeps it there. And here's the thing. The person who gave you that gift wanted you to feel good. Keeping something that sends a small pang of obligation through you every time you walk past it, that is the exact opposite of what they intended. Honor the kindness. Release the object. The gift was the thought, not the thing. You're allowed to let it go. Number 11. Reminders of past relationships, the old letters. The ex's jacket you kept because it was good quality, or that's what you told yourself. The jewelry in the back of the drawer that you haven't worn but can't bring yourself to move. I kept a jacket, her jacket, folded at the back of my closet for 4 years after it was over. I told myself it was because it was a good jacket. I was lying to myself. I was keeping a door slightly open to something that had already fully closed. And that open door, that small gap, meant there was never quite enough room for anything new to walk in. In Japanese philosophy, the home is a living space, and it should hold what is alive in your life right now, not what was alive, not what might have been. As long as those objects occupy your physical space, your emotional space stays occupied too. There's no room for something new to grow. You've left the last seat at the table for a guest who already left. This isn't about erasing what happened. What happened was real. It mattered. Letting the objects go is how you acknowledge that it happened completely and that you are still moving forward. You're allowed to close that chapter. The story doesn't disappear when you turn the page. Number 12. Cheap wire dry cleaner hangers. Those thin metal hangers that come back with your dry cleaning pile up fast, and they slowly deform the shoulders and shape of your clothes. Little dents in the fabric, riveters pulled in the wrong direction. You spent real money on those garments, and you're storing them on wire torture devices. Swap them for matching wooden or velvet hangers. One afternoon, your clothes keep their shape, and your closet instantly looks like a different room. It's one of the smallest changes with one of the most disproportionate visual payoffs. 3 more. These are the ones with the highest impact on how you actually sleep, how clearly you think, and how you feel the moment you open your eyes tomorrow morning. And right after number 15, the 2-step reset test I promised at the very beginning. Number 13, work materials or exercise gear next to the bed. The laptop on the nightstand, the work notebook by your pillow, the dumbbells sitting in the corner of the bedroom. We tell ourselves it's convenient. Here's what's actually happening. Researcher Sophie Leroy at the University of Washington identified something she called attentional residue. When you can see work-related objects, part of your brain never fully disengages from work. It doesn't matter that the laptop is closed. The laptop is present. And your brain stays half open, waiting, running in the background all night. When you've designed your bedroom to be the most expensive stress trigger in your home, the one place where you need to completely let go, and you've filled it with reminders that you haven't. Work gear and exercise equipment leave the bedroom completely. That space has one job, and it cannot do it while competing with your to-do list. Number 14. The stack of unread books by your bed. The Japanese have a word for this, sundoku, buying books and letting them pile up unread. And the interesting thing is, they named it without judgment. It's just something humans do. We're drawn to potential. Notice what that pile is doing to you at night. This is different from the paperwork pile. That pile stressed you with undone tasks. This pile does something more personal. It measures the gap between who you are and who you believe you should be becoming. Every unread book is a quiet accusation. You should be smarter by now, more disciplined, more enough. Not the fear of missing out on experiences. It's the fear of missing out on becoming. Keep one book, the one you're actually reading right now. Move the rest to a shelf in another room. Not gone, just not judging you while you try to sleep. Reading should feel like a pleasure before bed, not a reminder of a backlog. Number 15, the decorative pillow overload. 6 pillows. 8. 10. Every night you move them. Every morning you put them back. I timed myself once, 4 minutes and 12 seconds, every single day. The Japanese concept of intentional negative space, says that the moment you are ready to rest, you should be able to rest. No sorting, no friction, no barrier between you and sleep. 4 minutes and 12 seconds a day. That's over 25 hours a year. You just found yourself an entire extra day of your life. 8. Before you sleep, remove every pillow from your bed that you don't actually sleep on. Stack them in the corner. Feel what it's like to climb into bed with 0 steps between standing and lying down. See what that does to your nervous system. And now, as promised, the 2-step Japanese reset test. Under 5 minutes. This tells you exactly where to start. Step 1, the body test. Pick up any item you suspect is clutter. Hold it in both hands. And instead of asking whether it sparks joy, ask your body. Does something release or does something tighten? Not your mind, not your body. Your nervous system already knows whether this thing belongs in your life right now. You just have to stop talking long enough to listen. Step 2, the doorway test. Ask yourself one question. Would I display this in my entryway to greet a guest? If you wouldn't put it at the front door, if it doesn't deserve to be seen, then it doesn't deserve to stay hidden in your closet, your drawer, or your nightstand either. That's it. Pick up one item tonight, just one. Run it through both tests. If it fails either one, it goes. Start there, not the whole house. Not this weekend, one item. Tonight, a calm home isn't built by adding more. It's built by choosing, carefully, intentionally, what deserves to stay. You don't need a bigger house. You need a lighter one. Now I want to hear from you. Look around the room you're in right now. Actually look. Which number are you looking at this very second? Drop it in the comments. Just the number, 1 through 15. Let's hold each other accountable to removing it today. And if something in this video hit you harder than you expected, share it with one person whose home you've been inside and quietly thought, they need this. They'll thank you for it. I'm Henry. I'll see you in the next one.